porn addiction side effects, and how do you quit porn to begin with even, right? So you may be wondering like, yo, porn is so pleasurable. What possible side effects could porn ever give you? And I'm here to tell you that there are definitely side effects to the overconsumption, over abuse of pornography. So hopefully, once these cons, these negative drawbacks come into your mind, it'll give you some reason to start watching porn so much, okay? Porn is not bad, it's the abuse of it that tends to make it bad though, okay? Let's cut straight to it.
When you're feeling low and you can't see the light, everything is gonna be all.
Hey, yo, welcome back to the channel. What's good with you? Wagwan, gang gang. My channel is all about providing you with a daily dose of edutainment. My goal, my aspiration is to both entertain you and to educate you on a variety of subjects. This video is a part of my series about addiction-related subjects. I've talked about marijuana, weed, other playlists and other videos. Maybe I'll leave in the description or pinned comment. So currently talking about pornography and the negative effects that it does to your body, your sex life, and your overall dating life. You're watching pornography, right? You feel like it's 100% pleasurable in the moment. But I want you to realize that that pleasure that you feel, once you start, getting used to it, you need another level of pleasure and pleasure and pleasure and pleasure to get the same effect. And that's kind of like what drugs tend to do for us. You need more and more of that substance to get the same effect. So here's my homie Yav from Randomly Relatable. He drops a little skit plus his own experience with pornography and to share it with y'all onto this channel. So I'm gonna let y'all take it away. And I just want to bring people onto the channel who, I see spit facts, stock good insights about their perspective about certain subjects, such as pornography. So let's go straight to it. About to get educated, about to be entertained. That's my channel. You will be educated and entertained. Hence the term edutainment. That's what I hope to provide to you on a daily basis with every single video. So let's go straight to it.
It's late at night. You're in your room, scrolling through Twitter to see if anybody or a thing will attract your attention. There it is. You see it. Someone has retweeted porn onto your timeline. You can either A, keep scrolling, B, watch it and then keep scrolling, C, mute the person, watch the porn and then keep scrolling, or D, get so caught up into it that now you find yourself stuck. The lotion's beside your bed, the tissue's beside your bed, and you've got a hard, whatever, just ready to get going. So, you decide to rub one out. Rubbing it out, it feels great, and then you get done. It's all over now. Now it's cleanup time. And as you're cleaning up all that legacy from which you just spilled, your spirit feels terrible. You feel disgusting. You stand there and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, what a sad, pathetic excuse of a man I am. I am fucking trash. You look up to the ceiling as if God were there looking at you. You say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Then you wash your hands, or don't, and you go back to bed. Tired, pissed off. You just wasted about 30 good minutes of sleep. But you wanted to get that nut off because you were watching porn.
What's up, beautiful people? I first like to appreciate all of you for coming to my channel. This is Randomly Relatable, where most of the videos I will be talking about will have no relation to each other, but they're going to be relatable regardless. My name is Yav, that's Y-A-V, that's all you need to know. And now that we're done with introductions, let's go ahead and get with the shits. So this has been something that's just kind of been heavy on my spirit and that I've been talking to the homies with as well, and that's with the negative effects of watching porn. And porn is literally everywhere. On your social media, blast it all through the fucking internet, like it's everywhere, yo. So throughout my young 20 years, I'll say when I was about 22 and now I'm 25, I was always talking to the homies about like porn just makes you feel weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course when you're young and you're in high school or if you're in middle school or elementary school and you start watching your first pornos, the shit seems cool. It's something that you're not used to, something that you're not doing on a regular basis, which is having sex. I know for me, I watched my first porno at 7. So I mean, it is what it is. That's in the past. I just know for me, like talking to the fellas, we talked about how it will make us feel in this age being adults. Porn is weird, yo. First of all, it's a time waster. Let's say like you in the bed, or you may be just sitting around bored out of your mind, and your mind starts to wander places. You may see something that just triggers this shit in your head, and you just like, oh, wish I could do that right now. You try to fulfill that with the false sense of seeing somebody else do it. So you may go on to your site, that may be Pornhub, a whole lot of other shit that I don't need to name because that's not why we're here. So you go on that site, you may find your little video, and you know, you may go ahead and get your fix. After you get your fix, bust a nut. I know this for me and some of the homies, you feel fucking terrible. You feel like God just watched you do that, and now you're just like,
Oh man. Oh God. Oh.
So it's just like it's grown to the point where it's become more of a spiritual thing than a physical thing. Watching porn and then trying to use what you may see in those videos to apply with being intimate in your relationship or relations, because I don't judge. Let's say you're a man, you've been watching porn for a little bit, seeing what all the women in those shits do, which is acting, which is fucking acting, which is acting. I mean, it's fucking fake. So you may take some shit back to your partner, back to your girlfriend, back to whoever, and you may try to get them to do some shit that you may have seen in the video that might not be ideal, nor comfortable, nor realistic for that shit. And then you start to lose sight of the real intimate portion of why you're doing that. Make love, yo, like, just make love. If you want to just go around and just, you know what I'm saying, fuck on your partner, that's fine. That's none of my goddamn business. I always felt dissatisfaction when I tried to make my partner into the woman that I may have seen in a pornographic video. Like, it warps your brain and makes you think, this is what's cool, this is what's gonna make a woman feel good, this is how I need to do this shit, this is how I need to knock it down. It ain't even about all that. Because then when you actually find a woman who genuinely cares for you and y'all want to get to that level, you're gonna need to know that you need to take your time and figure her out, because not everybody's just a fucking piece of meat that you can just beat. You may get just bored to the point that you just pull up a site. Now, you didn't sat here trying to find a video for fucking 15 minutes. Depending on what your Wi-Fi connectivity is, you gotta make sure the shit buffers all the way through. Most times, you're not gonna watch the whole fucking thing, so you're gonna go to the specific parts. They have the setup, they have the foreplay, they have the what's the name, then they have the grand finale. We all know that's how that goes. Most of the times, you're gonna skip the fucking setup because it usually goes like this. My sink is clogged. I don't know how to fix it. Well, I'm pretty sure I can fix it with this dick, and that's how that goes. And nobody wants to see that fake ass bullshit, because that's not how that goes. You sit there, you try to find the perfect video to get you aroused, and then you have to actually get through the fact of watching the video and doing that shit at the same time. Now you gotta clean yourself up. I take showers, if that shit happens, because, nigga, that's legacy all over me. Like, those are kids. I don't want that on me. You've wasted about a good hour and a half just trying to get you a quick nut, and you feel bad. So you could have been, I don't know, trying to figure out something else, trying to find a second source of income, reading a book, going outside, meeting someone new. You could have did all that bullshit, but you wanted to watch porn and get that nut off. Porn can be very addicting. No matter what we say, no matter how much we want to, you know what I'm saying, just deny this shit, porn is very addicting. Imagine you sitting here, you see this big ass booty just going up and down, and you don't have no big ass booty in front of you. You're pretending you're that guy in that sense. So that big booty on that screen now becomes your big booty. And now it's warping your fucking head, and you know, you just in the shit. You find another video, then you start saving videos, and then you start saving bookmarks and shit to go find your favorite video when you get to it. And now you want to say, I'm not addicted, I just watch it from time to time. That's the same thing that fucking alcoholics, and that's the same thing that drug addicts say. I'm not addicted, I just do this shit from time to time. Bullshit. Bullshit. I feel like one of the first steps is to acknowledge that this shit is a fucking problem. Like, dude, it's cool, it's porn. Like, this shit's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Drugs are everywhere. Alcohol is everywhere. If you're addicted to it, it's cool. Let somebody fucking know. Get help so you don't have to be on that bullshit no more. If you don't want to let nobody know, you want to stay incognito, then take the necessary steps on your own to get better and to not watch the shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, what steps I took is I blocked like every page on Twitter. I had to fucking filter my save settings. I had to, whenever somebody like retweeted porn on my timeline, that's just an instant mute. I don't care who the fuck they are. We could have been friends since I was fucking 3. I don't want to see that shit on my timeline. If you have like a laptop or a MacBook, there's a certain setting that you can go to, especially for Mac, because I didn't know how to, you know what I'm saying, block that shit on my Mac when I first got it. But there's a certain setting that you go to within your DNS and your internet settings, and you change the IP address. There's a certain IP address, you can look it up, of how to block porn on your Mac. You go in there and it stops it. Like, it stops you from going to anything pornographically related. Because, I mean, this is not something that just a small group of people may go through. There's many people who are trying to get on a better path, like spiritually, and if they can't because of porn, then I feel like this is the perfect video for you. It's taking a lot for me to talk about this shit. This is real personal. This is not a chapter that I share with anybody except my boys, and it's only like fucking 5 of them. I hope this like can help anybody, or, you know what I'm saying, reach anybody that's just had this problem and just not like really wanted to speak about it, because it is a personal problem. You know, it's porn, dog. No matter how light we make it, no matter how many jokes we make, like, this shit affects you some way, somehow. If it's not affecting you, then it's affecting someone around you. So I hope that I was able to help. I'm glad that you stopped by to watch this video, and peace.
I genuinely hope that video gave you some insight and he's able to share his own personal experience with you and his own like little strategies that he's used to quit porn. If you want a more detailed program, detailed step walkthrough, baby step process, a baby step process to quit your addiction, because porn is an addiction. People downplay it a lot and think someone can't be addicted to pornography, but no, you can definitely be addicted to pornography. So if you want a step-by-step program that walks you through what you need to be doing, the type of meditation you need to be incorporating, the type of food you need to be eating, because that's a thing as well, to quit your addiction and reduce cravings and urges, click the link in the description for the Truth of Addiction program that walks you through evidence-based techniques and scientifically proven methods to quit your addiction forever. Not for a couple weeks, not for a day or 2. This is the NOFAP program guide, pretty much, to quit your addiction forever, so that you can take back control of your life rather than having the addiction, coffee, porn, marijuana, whatever else, gambling, rather than having those addictions be in control of you. Because he who masters himself masters all. Okay? And also I want you to remember that masturbation in itself isn't necessarily bad, but it's the route by which you're going about getting your orgasm that's not the best for your health. Like, porn to a certain extent has its place, but once we watch it, we want more of that same. That's just our natural human nature. Once we have something that's pleasurable, sweets, candy, sex, you want to do more and more of that pleasurable activity. Watching porn, if you can't control yourself, it can get into a spiraling cycle of you losing your ability to stop watching it. It's addictive, I would say. Addictive, pretty much, right? So you want a step-by-step walkthrough program that walks you through how to quit your addiction, like guides, steps, like all the information that you need is in one place. Click the link in the description for the Truth of Addiction program and get your life together once and for all. And my theory, not my theory, but like my mindset and everything essentially is like, too much of any good thing is good for nothing. It's the abuse of these substances that makes them bad, not the substance itself, right? So, appreciate you walking with me. Click the link in the cards or description or the pinned comment for other porn-related videos that I've made and I've brought other people onto the channel to talk about. So if you want that, check it out. Check those videos out as well. But I appreciate you for rocking with me. God bless, much love, peace and joy, namaste. And always remember, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. If it doesn't nurture you or make you better, don't water that shit. Cut that bit off. Cut it off. I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.